Well, here I am on the Roehampton estate with a really good mate of mine, Andy Smith, who started the Regenerate project. Also here with Lewis and Wilson, and also Chase Masterson, who helps out on the HomeBoy project in Los Angeles. So Andy, tell me a bit about the Regenerate project and how it all started and what you're doing here today.
So Regenerate started about 15 years ago. I was living here in Roehampton, and together with some mates, some friends of mine, and help from my mum, we decided to set up a charity to try and make a difference in the community that we lived. And now we run lots of different projects. And one of them, like when you mentioned Chase then, about HomeBoy Industries really inspired us with a project we've just started called the Feel Good Bakery, which is creating employment opportunities, particularly for young people that want to turn their lives around, away from gang life, or maybe they've never had a job, or they've been in prison and then they come out and it's hard to get a job. We've set something up where we're making amazing sandwiches and we're selling them to the public, and we're employing these guys, giving them mentors, support, training. They're making a great product. It's being sold in offices. And also the thing about Feel Good Bakery, which Wilson can tell you about, is the one-for-one thing.
So Wilson, tell us about the one-for-one thing.
Okay, so with the Feel Good Bakery, for every sandwich that they sell, one child in a country such as Kenya is provided with a meal. As there's various projects, we recently went on a trip to Kenya, and a project that we visited called More Than Just a Meal, which was based in Soweto.
Yeah, it's a slum called Soweto in Nairobi.
So we visited them, and what they do is like once a week, they just get all of the children in the area, and then they all feed them a meal. So the proceeds from one sandwich here at the Feel Good Bakery goes to feed one meal there at More Than Just a Meal.
So I'm also here with Chase Masterson, who actually helps out with the original HomeBoy project in LA. Chase, tell us about what you've seen today and tell us about your experience.
This is so inspiring. It's amazing to think that something like HomeBoy could be so inspirational so many miles away, and yet people are the same everywhere, and all that the poor need is a little bit of hope and help up. You know, Father G at HomeBoy talks about a chronic lack of hope, and yet you see when people are given just a little bit of help, and it's not that people want a whole thing laid out for them. They don't want a free ride. They just want the first step, and after that, the poverty is very easily overcome when people find that they can do it themselves just with a little bit of help. The poor are very resourceful, is the bottom line.
Well, I'll never forget the first time I met Andy when he said to me what he's trying to do here is transform the community inside out. And I think it's a fantastic way of getting local people to help solve their local problems. Andy, thank you very much for inviting us along here today.
Thank you.
It's been a real pleasure. Thanks very much.
Great
mate.
to have you
Thanks.
here.
Take care. Cheers. Thanks.